horse's tail, what you do with your hay strings is always cut them at the knot. So all of mine I always cut right at the knot. So when I go to make a new fly swatter for their tail, all my hay strings are about the same length, so it's a lot easier to trim it. So I have a bunch already, but I cut them all at the knot. So they're all cut at the knot, so they're all about the same length, so it's easier. All my twine cut at the knots, all laid out. I have one right here. And my vet wrap, I stuff to braid. So have them all at the knot. You have however many you want to put in their swisher, and then you have to remember however many you put, it's going to be doubled, because when it goes in their tail, it's going to be in half like that. So however many you pick out, it'll double, so it'll be like that, and this will be in their tail. And then let's get started. You have all your twine that you want. You're gonna tie either a rubber band or an extra piece of twine right here at the base of all the knots, so they'll all stay together. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so I got all my pieces of twine together and I tied it just with that extra piece of twine. And right here I have 5 yellow and 8 white. So when it comes together, it'll be that thick. Set that aside. And I'm making 2, one for each of my horses, so I'm gonna make the other one now. So now I got both of them together, tied off on the end, put off at the knots. Sorry about my loud ducks. And then, so same as the white and yellow one, I did 8 white and 5 blue. And then I'm gonna go get my horse and start. So sorry, it's a little dark in here. It's sprinkling outside, so I have to be in here. I got my tail up, extra up, braided it. I'm not going to go into all the detail of how I braid it and everything, because I did that in my other video. This video is going to be just how I make the swishers. So, got my tail braided, and I'm going to put it up. Same as the other video, I have my little hole of how it's braided. And then I'm going to show you how I make the swisher for the horse. And then another thing is, if you're going to do this and the flies are really bad, make sure that you put fly spray on, because it's way easier to mess with their tails and everything when they're not swishing them. And you're going to stick it through your braid hole. Okay, so it's like that through, and then pull it out. So it's like that through their tail. And then you're going to leave it long because you're going to trim it up anyways. So then you're going to come in here and the other side of the twine. Sorry if I could get it to focus. Okay, you're going to mark on each side of the twine of where their tail is at. So I have it long, so I'm going to mark down of where I'm going to put the vet wrap on here. So I'm going to go to here, and put vet wrap on that, and I'll show you after I'm done. So I have mine marked here, and then I'm going to do the to there. So I'm just literally wrapping the twine around it, just like that, until I get to there. Wrapping it so it looks like this. And my vet wrap from there to there, so I'm going to put it back through his tail. Have it through his tail each side, so when it comes down it'll be like that, and it'll protect his tail. And then, so now I still have all this extra, so I'm going to come down here, and so I don't have so many, I'm going to come down to where the rest of this hits the ground, and I'm going to cut it off. So I'm going to just trim all this rest of this. So I trim that off, so now it's like that. So I'm gonna come in here, and then that's how I make a little swishy thing. So I'm gonna come in here and wrap his tail like normal, like I did in the other video, and then I'll come back in a minute. The only difference that you'll have is you'll have this gap down here, so you'll bring your vet wrap through it underneath, and then come around, and then you'll do your top like normal. Give it your twists, and then come back down. Maybe make another pass under, so it protects the bottom as well. And then, when you're at this point, what you'll do, see how there's still a huge gap? You're gonna bring it together, like this. And when you come around, you'll come down together, so it makes one swisher. And then you'll do a twist at the bottom also. And then I use the whole roll on both my horses. And then see how it brings it together as one swisher. And then come through and squeeze it all down so it's all nice and secure. And then let it come down, and now it's one. And then so I still have right here at the bottom all the knots and everything. So now I'm just gonna trim it up. So let me trim it up real quick. It's all, now it's one. And then I trimmed up my knot. So it's all just one length now, and it's that far off the ground. And if it's too long still, you just trim it up to where they're not stepping on it when they're backing up or anything. So you can trim it up as short as you want. But the reason I do it like this is so that I could reuse the swisher every time I change their tail out, which starts to a lot. And then so I could just reuse this every time to where I don't have to make a new one every time. And then when it comes out, it'll look like those ones where it fits their tail, and it'll be way easier the second time compared to the first time when you put it up. But I do it this way so I can reuse it, so I don't have to make a new one every time. And then there it is. This was waiting for a minute, so I'm done now, so you can see it out in the light. So tail wrap like normal, just go in between the two. So and that comes one, and then trim it up so they don't step on it, and it's reusable every time. So did hers also. So you do the twist at the bottom to bring it as one.